Ladies and gentlemen, please put your screen on full view. Please put your screen on full view. This is Ebony Man 2K, aka that Jolly Rancher, aka Pretty Ricky, what they call me, and aka the King of Receipts. I welcome you to my channel with the same name. Shout out to the Viper Pit over at STL's, Bomb Cherry, Warren, and Denini. Also, I want to send a shout out to the Clout Chasers and the chat members of TMR Talks, Kels, Keeping Up with the Goddess, and Tracy with the T. Make sure when you come in, you hit the like button, subscribe, and set the notification bell to all. I understand that you may be listening while you're driving, cooking, working out, or at work, so your time is greatly appreciated. Again, I welcome you, and I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Peace. This is Ebony Man 2K. Well, there is a part 3 to the exposure of my jazzy life, provided by the YouTuber My Shabby Life. Make sure you go to their channel and subscribe. This part 3 video is just as bad or maybe even worse than part 1 and part 2. You know, I've come to the realization that with my jazzy life, it's not just that she's a bad parent. Jazzy is just stupid. She's stupid, y'all. Forrest Gump said it best. Stupid is as stupid does. In my last commentary, I gave you an example of how stupid Jazzy was when she told her kids to not run into the streets. At the time, she and her kids were sitting on the street curbside, 2 feet away from the street. It's like Jazzy creates scenarios for accidents to happen. This part 3 video is no different. In one clip, Jazzy places the toddler Aiden on the 4-foot-high kitchen counter table and walks away. Aiden was not fully on the kitchen counter table, and his legs were dangling freely as he sat on the edge of the kitchen table. But of course, sitting on the edge of the kitchen counter table did not last long. Right after Jazzy walks away from him, baby Aiden falls from the 4-foot-high kitchen counter onto the floor as Jazzy's daughters try to catch his fall. Then Jazzy blames him and says he does this all the time because he acts like an acrobat. Well, if this is the case, it seems to me that common sense would have her to adapt and make decisions with precaution if he's this active. Y'all, put your screen on full view so you can watch this foolery. I have also added a story time at the end of this video where my mom called during a date weekend to ask me if I knew about this new thing they got out now called doing heads. She thought it was about fixing hair. Y'all gotta hear this story time. Well, all right. This is your boy, Ebony Man 2K. Let's get it.
Look at she taking pictures of stuff. You really yourself. Hey, but she looks. Bro, she cute. She looks cute with a hat. Baby, come here, give me huggies. Come here. Give me huggies, though. She really looks cute with a hat. You so cute. Baby, what's over here? Where you going? I thought you might put your phone on. Whoa. Put it in a pageant. He said put Kayla in a pageant. Because she's a beautiful little girl. If I'm using her, then I'm using her kids, bro. I'm taking away from her kids. Y'all not understand that, my nigga? Use y'all head, bro. I'm not, that's stupid. That don't make no sense. Why would I use a woman that has 4 kids that need to be fed? That don't make no sense. If I want to use the bitch, I could have used the bitch. Trust me, she knows, because I tell her everything. You feel me? I had a bitch shoot me 15,000. I shut that down. Yeah. On my mama and them. Period. Facts. And I told her, but am I lying? No, you're not lying. Bitch shoot me 15,000. I told her no. Shoot me, tell me I'm too fine. Nigga, that's what she said. I'm too fine to be doing what I'm doing.
You don't understand how hard it is to hear your kids say, Mom, what are we gonna eat? I'm ready to eat, I'm hungry. I'm trying to figure out, I'm gonna say, why didn't you ask Chris? Da 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 da. Just because I'm in a relationship with somebody doesn't mean I don't want to keep shit private. They basically want to know what will we improve on or change for 2021.
To be honest with y'all, man, we gotta, both of us, we gotta start living healthy. Like, you smoke your brisket for hours in that bark on the top of the meat.
Maybe that's a brush. Paint.
Maria, keep that up, you gotta get your phone.
Go to the room, please.
Good. Side note, Ava's having a hard time breathing. Her asthma is acting up really bad. When she gets sick, her asthma starts acting up. Y'all, look at that. Trying to get the focus. There you go. Ooh. I need to give her breathing treatment when we get home. Maybe I can finish it before I die.
Oh, crap. Don't put that in your mouth.
Well, it's not about to die, it's about to run out. I cooked them breakfast tacos, grits, only for, like, I feel like I just got spit in my face. Like, I don't want I had the twins crying, and I'm just like, take it apart. You have Maya crying because she wants cereal instead. And I'm just like, bro, that really irks my nerve. Because I didn't even want to fix them with me. I thought they didn't even, like, the way their room was and shit. I just, like, y'all don't even need to eat. Like, not until y'all get y'all shit together. I think I'm just going to get a lock on my refrigerator. I'm going to have to get an actual lock on my pantry because that's sad. Yeah, I know. What you waiting for wet fish? Is you waiting for wet fish? I know. Say, Mama, you're not going quick enough, so we ain't got time to talk to you. I know, Aiden. I know. I'm coming. I'm making it. Pick that up. I'm making our food. That is my food.
Oh, I want some. Can I get one? Or two?
Well, you said one. Go away.
No, just two.
Bye. I got it. When's one? No, man. I'm making y'all something to eat.
Yeah, I got one.
Go away. No more. Y'all food is cooking, man. I'm actually cooking a crock pot meal. This is why I said go. Here, go.
You just gave pasta.
No, I'm making up here. Go to the room. Bye. I'm cooking them a whole crock pot meal, and I'm cooking them a whole meal just because I knew it was gonna take long. No, bye. No, you're not getting that. You're not getting the phone. I don't know why you keep checking it. Get out of here. Do you want a spanking? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, crap.
Almost
Is the
fell.
food done here?
No, it's not. It's almost done.
Yeah.
There's too much noise going on here.
How many minutes? 1 minute? 2 minutes? 3 minutes?
Kaylin, stop. That's why I told her not to take him out. You know, I hate that. When you take him out their room. Kaylin, come get your brother. I can't deal with this shit right now. Here. Stop. Come on. Yeah. Ava and Amaya, get out. Close that door back.
Mama.
Hey, you know better. You don't show them attention whenever they're crying like that. I ignore that. He's seeking attention right now. He's showing out on purpose. So yeah, I'm ignoring him. What the hell? You gotta go watch TV, okay? And then fries. See? Fries. So can you go sit down and watch TV when mommy making nuggets and fries? Okay. What? I thought y'all like 3 fathers. Are you gonna stop crying? Go. I gave it to you. Go. All better? It's nuggets. Okay. Take him out. Maya, go get me a diaper from the room. Ava, no. You don't do that. You don't copy him. Give me 2 diapers. That's that. You're gonna change your diaper and you're gonna go to freaking sleep. Yeah. Sucks. Please, Michael, put that back up in your room. Stop acting out. Hurry up. Everyone's gonna take a nap. Come, sweep that up. Or whatever. I'll pick it up. Put him in the bed. Put him in bed. Don't just leave him in the room because then he's gonna come out. Or Ava started throwing her food on the floor because he threw his on the floor.
Maybe Ava's not in the bed.
Okay, can you sweep that up for me, please? Are you done eating? Well, you can go eat first. You can go eat. No. Or matzo meal.
Yeah.
I mean, cream of wheat. Same thing.
No. Matzo meal. Mama. What you got with?
Oh, boy. I'm glad I caught him.
Baby, never do that again.
He's a daredevil. He likes to jump off. I don't know why I put him up there. Princess. For a video clip of their room, they were taking out everything, y'all. And so I moved their dressers out of their room so we wouldn't have this problem anymore. Watch. Leave behind the door. Oh, that's Aiden. Gotcha. What is you doing over there, girl? You was not in the bed.
Yes.
Aiden, what was you doing? He's like, I'm gonna make sure we ain't going back in there. Get my blanket and everything. Ain't no reason for me to go back in there. You got syrup all over you, mamas. Here, wait. Clean it up. You go pick the toys up. She using you try to look for blocks. Like whenever I get up under the couch, I use a broom and trying to sweep up the trash. Oh, you shitty. Hey, come here. Come on, I can see your diaper here. You got poo-poo. Come on. You poo-poo?
I want you to pick me up. I want you to pick
Where you
me
going,
up.
Ava?
You pick me up.
Where's she going?
I know. I'm going. I'll sit with you. I'll sit with you.
My goals for this year, I want to hit 50K. Who's nasty?
Yeah.
You nasty? Why are you nasty?
Cause y'all be mean to me.
How am I being mean to you and not so I'm so who's nasty? You or me?
Yeah, you be mean to me.
So I'm mean to you and you nasty.
Yeah.
That don't make no sense.
And somebody be nice to me.
How am I being mean to you? She talked to her daddy. Ooh. That's not mommy. Do I look like a zebra? Do I look like an elephant? You trying to tell me I'm fat? Where's the bear?
Yeah, you fat.
Right there.
You the bear.
Say, right here, Ava. Bear.
You did.
Hold on, let them try it. Where's the bear, Ava?
That's not bear.
Up here. Maya, go sit down at the table. Now, somebody sound too mean. Someone told me I don't like her because I'm so mean.
I'm done.
Somebody said I don't like my child. She's getting on my nerves. Now, y'all take it back. I had something like him. I said I love him, but I don't like him.
Mama.
It's crazy.
I'm just gonna do what I need to do and then.
Thank you for understanding. Y'all, just so y'all know, because y'all are real petty and calling CPS on me because I was downstairs. She's right here. I'm gonna blur your face out if you want me to.
Okay.
Yeah, she's right here. And y'all, this is real childish because how else am I gonna take the trash out and stuff? But it's okay. It's okay. We're just gonna, I asked her if I could record just so y'all can see what's really going on because y'all are really petty these days. This is childish. These people are so annoying.
So I really only need to speak with Kaylin, if you're okay with that.
I listened to some of the questions and they were, so what was, I'm just curious, is it that required to ask all those kind of questions or was there a reason behind them?
So we screen kids whenever we talk to them, every time we talk to them, and that's what all those questions are. So like the physical abuse questions, like how she gets disciplined and stuff.
Really over y'all. And, huh? She'll be back. And then making it seem like my kids don't eat or I'm beating them. That just, was confused. She doesn't know nothing about sex. Nothing about drugs. Nothing about molestation, anybody touching her. Her dad's never touched her. She just said, I'm just gonna work on getting your case closed because, your kids are well taken care of. They eat clearly, she said. They've never been touched by anybody. They had to ask them questions too about their dad. I asked her, is it okay for me to be downstairs and working out when my babies are upstairs in their room? She said, that's fine. She said, it's not like you went a mile away or down the street. I showed her my fucking life. I don't give a fuck. If you feel like they felt like my kid was in danger, bitch, then you will be bold enough to give your name. I don't give two fucks. Because I felt like somebody else is my best friend. If I felt like my best friend was abusing her child or whatever, nigga, I'm bold. Because you know what? At the end of the day, that kid is good. But you know what? Y'all weak. And I told her that. These motherfuckers are going here weak. I'm not gonna take my kids off. That's like me taking them off my channel completely like that. I cannot. That's not me. I'm not gonna be fake. I'm not gonna change. Like I told my mama. I told her this on the phone. I'm not changing for no bitch. I'm not changing because that's what you bitches want. Y'all want me to sit back and say, oh, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do that because I'm done. And y'all want me to take off. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you, bro. First of all, you would never be me. You would never measure up to me. They're lying. I'm not putting anything crazy on YouTube. I'm not throwing my kids off a balcony type shit. Like, I'm literally vlogging, waking up in the morning, showing my kids go to school, helping them. Like, I'm doing normal stuff. A normal mom. I'm doing normal mom things. And if you think something is wrong with that, then there's something wrong with you. And I'm not trying to be fake or be fucked up or whatever. If you think something is wrong with that, maybe YouTube ain't for you, personally. And just know she had to talk to Amaya too. And I'm glad she didn't take everything my child said seriously because of y'all. Because I told her, I don't whip my kids with a belt. I said, I have my purse. I mean, I've scared them with it. I'm like, I'm gonna whip you. And I don't whip them. I've done that before in the past. Like, I've carried my purse. But if anything, I'm gonna whoop them with my hand. What? And she said, I kind of got that because, how Amaya answered, she was just all like, well, she's what she said. Wait, no. She said, I got hit here, I got hit here, and I got hit here, and it was just all over. Mine was all over the place. And then the lady asked her if she is afraid of me. And she said, yeah, I'm afraid of my mama. Y'all, my camera cut off. Yeah, but she just flat out said I hit her, all these foot, all this, and then she asked her how she ever bled. It went left. Okay, you can't talk to Amaya. It's okay. You can't talk to her and expect that conversation's gonna go left. She was like, yeah, I bled, but it's because, me and Kaylin got into a fight. She said hi. This lady's she was really understanding and sweet, so she's just doing her job. She said she's gonna get the case closed and take care of the detective. Yeah, like, he came to the, and it was different because it was a man. I ain't never had a man before. He didn't even want to be here because he was like, I drove all the way. Who was that? Hold on. He was like, I drove all the way from Hayes, and he was like, once he seen it, he was already like, this is bull crap. And people just, people said that I said Aiden pooped all over the house. He's going to smear it all over the house. Garage, I'll leave my kids here. He literally said, the man said, these people really need to fuck off. He said, I drove all the way from Hayes. He said, so I'm just going to close this case because, baby, hold on. I will show you gladly. Gladly. Hold on. Let me fold this. Gladly. You see that? Rolled out. For the ones that keep thinking it's okay to call CPS on people for no reason, just so you know, you wasting people's time, especially when they got things to do. They got to focus on other people. The paperwork is in, okay? Everything is ruled out. So stop calling these people, making up lies, starting drama.
This is Ebony Man 2K. Well, there is a part 3 to the exposure of my jazzy life provided by the YouTuber My Shabby Life. Make sure you go to their channel and subscribe. This part 3 video is just as bad or maybe even worse than part 1 and part 2. I've come to the realization that with my jazzy life, it's not just that she's a bad parent. Jazzy is just stupid. She's stupid, y'all. Forrest Gump said it best. Stupid is as stupid does. In my last commentary, I gave you an example of how stupid Jazzy was when she told her kids to not run into the streets. At the time, she and her kids were sitting on the street curbside 2 feet away from the street. It's like Jazzy creates scenarios for accidents to happen. This part 3 video is no different. In one clip, Jazzy places the toddler Aiden on the 4-foot-high kitchen counter table and walks away. Aiden was not fully on the kitchen counter table, and his legs were dangling freely as he sat on the edge of the kitchen table. But of course, sitting on the edge of the kitchen counter table did not last long. Right after Jazzy walks away from him, baby Aiden falls from the 4-foot-high kitchen counter onto the floor as Jazzy's daughters try to catch his fall. Then Jazzy blames him and says he does this all the time because he acts like an acrobat. Well, if this is the case, it seems to me that common sense would have her to adapt and make decisions with precaution if he's this active. Y'all, put your screen on full view so you can watch this foolery. I have also added a story time at the end of this video where my mom called during a date weekend to ask me if I knew about this new thing they got out now called doing heads. She thought it was about fixing hair. Y'all got to hear this story time. Well, all right. This is your boy, Ebony Man 2K. Let's get it. This is Ebony Man 2K, and yes, you read the title correctly. This is a story time about when my mom called during a date weekend to ask me if I knew about this new thing they got out now called doing heads. She thought it was about fixing hair, y'all. So you got to hear this story time. And I'm not going to hold you up. We finna get into it right now. I have added a repeat of this story time for those who came into the premiere late. I will be in the chat if you have any questions or just want to chop it up. I also added a music video at the end that serves as a promotion of my upcoming story times. This is your boy, Ebony Man 2K. Let's get it. Y'all, put your screen on full view and look at this. I need for you to put your screen on full view. Do y'all see this lovely lady right here? I had to partly block her face to preserve her identity. I call her Chocolate Barber Doll. She used to purposely order a tall cafe mocha when we went out. And then she'll look at me with a devilish grin because she knew I would mentally make the connection with what she ordered and how she looked. A tall cafe mocha. Oh, she was clever, and at times perfectly matched my wit. Now, we loved each other's body, but even more so, we loved each other's mind. The mind sex made the real sex much more intense, and that's real talk. Now, this is my master bedroom in my first purchased townhome in East Cobb, Atlanta. I did not know it at the time, but East Cobb is one of the most sought after areas in America because of its school system. And I also purchased the property foreclosed at a low price. So I purchased a nice starter home in a prime area and got equity at closing. So yes, I hit a triple double on my first real estate debut. Like I was Magic Johnson, man. Now I met Shorty around the same time I bought my home. She was excited about it more than I was. She wanted to help decorate it, so I gave her $50 and told her to go all out, baby, and do your thing. Yeah, I'm just playing. But I was living on a budget. At the time, I had cheap black lacquer bedroom furniture and a pleather black sofa and love seat downstairs. She was able to put together a young bachelor starter kit with a basic comforter for my bed, them throw pillows that serves no other purpose than being in the way, that vase with them sticks in it, candles from a garden tub, and more vases with sticks in it. For example, here's my cute little dining room area she decorated for me with custom blinds in the back. Bless her heart. She did good with what she had. I consider her the real MVP. All right, so here's the backstory. I met this young lady at Essence Festival during a 4th of July weekend. I was at a Kid Capri party hosted by the one and only Dougie Fresh. Man, look, Dougie Fresh got on the mic to perform the classic song, The Show, and I had to find someone to dance with. Luckily, this chocolate barber doll caught my eye, so I just walked up to her and held out my hand. She asked me, "What are you doing?" I replied, "You gonna let my arm fall off?" She replied, "Nigga, you ain't Billy D. Williams, and this ain't Lady Sings the Blues. Now you come with me." And she took my hand and led me to the dance floor. We danced and chatted and flirted. We hit it off and exchanged numbers and talked on the phone for weeks after the Essence Festival. Now remember, social media was almost non-existent at the time. So there was no photos being sent to no DMs. We were just going off on what we remembered how each other looked during the brief time on the dance floor during the Dougie Fresh song. And that was hard for me because at the point in the party, I was tipsy off that Hennessy. But nonetheless, I still made it do what it do in terms of closing the deal. I convinced her that if she really wanted to get to know me, she needed to come and let this aroma from my chest hit her nose. She agreed, so she got flued out to see about Ebony Man 2K. And that's flued, Flewed, flued. Now, full disclosure, I am an engineer, and at the time, I was flying out every week for on-site visits with clients working on projects. So when she was flew in on Friday, her flight came in before mine, and I provided transportation to my house and left a key under the mat for entry. I talked to her on the phone to make sure she was comfortable. I pointed out where things were and gave basic instructions. There was one instruction that was very important to me. It goes a little something like this. Hey, if the phone rings, don't pick it up. Just let it roll over the voicemail. I repeat. Hey, if the phone rings, don't pick it up. Just let it roll over the voicemail. I think y'all all know where this is going, right? So my plane touches down late Friday evening. As I stated before, her flight came in earlier and she's already at my house. I called to check on her and let her know I just made it in. I asked her if everything is okay. She said yes, but then said, "Oh wait, I talked to your mom." I said, "You talked to my mom?" I'm baffled because I can't figure out how this could have possibly happened after I gave her clear instructions not to pick up my phone. She proceeds to say that the phone rang and she forgot, but talked to my mother, and my mother said, "Call her as soon as I get in because it's an emergency." Now, this ain't good, y'all. This ain't good at all. I'm already stressed out by work-related stuff from a client. This business travel every week is draining my energy. And now I got to deal with someone who can't follow simple instructions. And then I got to call my drama queen mama, who I already know is about to exaggerate something, so she can have a reason to call me 11 times. I'm hot, yo. I'm hot. My weekend ain't starting on the right foot. So I get to the house, walk in, and immediately ask her to explain this conversation with my mother again. She confirms that yes, she accidentally picked up the phone, talked to my mom, and she said call her as soon as I get in because it's an emergency. So now I'm like, oh shit, somebody done died. Somebody done died, yo. So I first come down because I could see she was nervous. I mean, what a hell of a way to start a rendezvous weekend with someone you just getting to know. I fixed a glass of wine, picked up the phone to call my mother, while my girl looked at me nervously, wringing her hands. The phone rings, my mom picks up. I said, hey, I heard that there was an emergency. What's going on? My mom replies, and I quote, oh yeah, I wanted to ask you, have you heard of this new thing they got out now called doing heads? I repeat, oh yeah, I wanted to ask you, have you heard of this new thing they got out now called doing heads? Now, first, to put things in proper context, my mom was a middle school counselor and a Sunday school teacher. So if hearing this seems odd to you, it was odd to me tenfold. So I says, Mama, what are you talking about? She says, well, a girl came into my office today and said she needed to talk to me because everybody's talking about her doing heads. I thought the girl was talking about doing hair. So I asked her where she does heads at because I'm trying to figure out why would they be teasing her. She said sometimes she does it in the gym behind the bleachers, which I thought was odd. I said, well, let me ask you this, baby. What time do you do heads? Because if you do it before the bell ring, technically you're not on school time. And I'm sure I can get the principal to sign off on it. Then the girl looked at me funny. So then I asked her how much she charged. The girl said nothing. I said, well, baby, that's why they talking about you. You coming in here every morning doing heads, and you not making no money. As a matter of fact, I got a brother who does men and women, and he makes good money per head. Now, by this time, y'all, I am laying on the floor on my back in utter disbelief. My girl is looking at me all nervous, and I know at this point she want to take her ass back home. So my mom continued this story on how she accidentally counseled a student to give head for pay before the school bell rings, y'all. She says even though she thought she was giving the girl good advice, she noticed the girl kept looking at her strange. And then my mom says this. And then the girl told me, she explained that doing heads was sucking on a boy's dangling. And I said, oh, Jesus, have mercy, Lord. Jesus, have mercy, Lord. I had to call in another counselor to finish off my session. Y'all, I fainted and I went in and out of coma 2 or 3 times, yeah. I just could not believe what I was hearing. I finally got myself together and I told my girl, look, let's get out of here and go to Cheesecake Factory. My mood reminded me of how Biggie handled the situation on his song, I Got a Story to Tell, where he had to fake rob somebody to get out of a situation. Biggie said, that nigga was pulling mad G's off the floor. I put stacks in a Prada knapsack and hit the door. I grabbed the keys to the 5, called my niggas on the cell, bring some weed, I got a story to tell.